Maybe those first two are seagulls and that chonky guy's a pelican. I definitely don't have that technique down. What's up everyone, and welcome back to rossross. I'm Ross, and this is the channel where I let Bob Ross teach me how to paint. Today I'm going to be doing season 24, episode 10, Rowboat on the Beach. As always, Bob has his canvas coated with liquid white, and he's going to start with the sky. So for that, he's going to take some cad yellow, just a tiny little bit. He's going to make the center of a sun. Next, Bob goes into some yellow ochre, and he makes a little circle of this around that. Next, Bob's gonna take some titanium white. I'm gonna get a pretty decent bit of that. And then he mixes some phthalo green in there. That's a cool minty color. Bob's gonna take that. We're gonna lay a circle of that around. Then Bob gets a little bit of his black, just a little bit. He's gonna mix that in there, kind of change the flavor a bit, make it look like it's getting darker as it gets further out. Bob says we're not too worried about how this looks right now because we're gonna blend it and make some magic. And then Bob adds some phthalo blue to change it up even more. Now Bob takes some titanium white. He's gonna blend this background a little differently than he usually does. He is going to just sort of push outwards so that it looks like there's rays of color coming out from the middle. We just kind of work that out. Next, Bob cleans his brush and gives that another pass through. Bob was very clear that we need to make sure to work from the inside out and not mix any of the really dark colors into our middle here. Keep that nice and bright. Alright, that technique for blending the sky came out amazing. Next, Bob takes a clean, dry brush and very lightly blends this. Now Bob's gonna have us get into a little more of that phthalo green, phthalo blue mix. And here we're gonna throw in a few clouds, not too many. These seem to just kind of be some little floaters. And I'm going to lightly blend this the same way. Here's one of these where Bob uses a little finger painting technique to get this sun to really pop. And he just takes a little bit of titanium white, lays that in there, and he comes back and blends that a little bit too. Alright, now we're going to make a little bit darker color here, so I'm going to get some of this midnight black, some of the blue. Big decision time. We're going to figure out where we want our water line to be. Bob says keep it nice and straight. If you have trouble with that, you can use masking tape. I do have trouble with it, but I don't think it's that big a deal. And then what Bob does is just kind of pull all that color down. Wow, that looks great. Bob makes a little bit of a darker color. So he just takes some more of the black and mixes it in here. Bob puts some little headlands here. There's a bump there. Now Bob takes a little bit of titanium white on a new clean fan brush. He just kind of taps in some shading on this. Next, I'm going to take a little roll of titanium white mixed with a little phthalo green. He's just going to really firmly press in where his water line's going to be, so you can get out all your frustrations here. Really rolling through the titanium white on this one. Now Bob gets a pretty good bit of titanium white. He wants to make this part look wet, so he just kind of pulls down. And we got another first coming up here. We're gonna paint a boat. This actually might be the only boat that Bob ever paints. I'm not 100% on that, but he does not do many boats. So first thing he does is scratch out where he wants the boat to be with his palette knife. And to paint this boat, Bob's going to mix some sap green and alizarin crimson to make a brown. Bob gets that brown color on a smaller brush here. We're just going to fill this in. Bob takes a little bit of black and he just kind of fills in these back parts here a little bit just so they're a bit darker. And then he kind of does a few outlines here. Now I'm going to take my liner brush just to highlight some of this. Well, it's a crunchy old boat, but I guess that looks okay. I'm gonna make just a little bit of a waterline around this too. Bob's gonna give a depth to some of these waves by just taking a dark color, I guess whatever he wants, and he just puts a tiny bit underneath the waves. I'm gonna take my brush with some of our brown color. We're gonna push in some of the indications of weeds and stuff that are happening here. Bob's gonna mix some titanium white into this brown that we've got. He's gonna lay in some sand, make a little beachy area. He just goes. Gonna take a little sap green, cat yellow, and some yellow ochre. I'm gonna shade these a little bit. Bob gets his liner brush with some paint thinner on it and takes some sap green. He just kind of pulls up to make some of these like little ocean grass things. I'm gonna put a little bit of white where our water meets. Next, Bob gets some more paint thinner. Gets some dark color on here. Still using the liner brush. And we're just gonna put in a few little birds. Said we got another minute here. Let's do something fun. Just does a nice little M. Maybe those first two are seagulls and that chonky guy's a pelican. I definitely don't have that technique down. All that's left now is to sign my name. There we have a finished painting. This one looks great. I love the sky, how muted it is, but you still get those like rays of sunshine. That's super cool. All the colors in the water and the mountains look great. My rowboat looks a little bit janky, but for my first time doing a rowboat, I think it came out okay. And then all this stuff here in the front looks like a nice, calm, beachy scene. Could definitely use a little work on those birds. That pelican looks a little goofy, but overall, another amazing episode, Bob. Thanks so much. What's up, everybody? So I was not really happy with my clouds, so I came back with a fan brush and just kind of fluffed them out a little bit, and here is the final result. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, please like and comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.